All right, so this Knife Thoughts video is one that I'm really excited to be doing, and this is going to be an unboxing video of this knife. And as you can see, this is from the Knife Joker, Travis Van Way, and this is the Mystic Manix. So this is a knife that a lot of people were really interested in, it seemed like, and this is a knife that I've actually been interested in for quite a while. So Travis announced it relatively recently, publicly, but last year in like June, that area, I discussed with Travis doing some marketing or helping him with some marketing. And in that process, he told me that there was a really exciting knife coming. And at that time, he couldn't really share any details. So, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know that it was going to be a Manix or what the color was or anything like that. But I just knew from how excited he was to be getting a dealer exclusive that it was something that was going to be really cool. So I'm excited to be getting this knife finally, to have found out what it was. And I think it's really cool. So the color and how it came together and everything. Now, a little bit of a story on the purchasing of this. I knew that I really wanted to get it. So I was on the site here several minutes before it was supposed to drop. And actually a couple minutes before it was supposed to drop, it showed up. So I put it in my cart, and then when I went to check out, the site was down. It was a 500 error for like about a half an hour. And then once it worked again, it said that it was out of stock. So I was really disappointed. I thought I had missed it, and I kind of went about my day. And then I was messaging with a serious Spyderco collector that knows a lot more than I do. And they said it's still available, actually. So about an hour later, I think it was still available. I went back and got one, and I'm really excited to have gotten one. But here is the card that's included, it's a business card. If you want to check out the Knife Joker, he carries more than just Spyderco, so other things are available, but he does have Spydercos. Kind of famous for including a lot of swag in the packages. So here's a pretty cool pen. Looks like a different grip than you typically get on these promotional pens. Here is a thing talking about the points system. And actually, I don't even really know what the points that I had were for. I don't know that I've ordered from the Knife Joker before. Maybe they were for joining the email list, but I had a $5 off for points. So this knife was only $121, which for the steel, I think is a good price. There's a little flight tag, and then this kind of worked itself in here. Oh wow, that's a big sticker. That's a really serious sticker. Pretty cool too. It's like sparkly. I don't know how well you can see that. So let's get this box out of the way. And whoops. Here. It is wrapped up in here. Really wrapped up in here. Wow. Kind of moved my mat here, but that was a lot of wrapping paper. But as you can see, it is a Manix lightweight green in CPM 20 CV. Now, I am not really a steel person. I carry 1095 most days, but from what I understand, this is a very good steel, and the price that Travis charged for this is lower than you would typically get a knife in this steel. So I'm not going to read the whole way through this here, but you can pause it and read through it if you would like. But this is saying that it's a one-of-a-kind expression of the Manix 2 lightweight, manufactured specifically for the Knife Joker. So pretty cool. It's a dealer exclusive, and has the FRCP, which is fiberglass reinforced copolymer. I don't exactly know what the difference between that and FRN is, nylon versus copolymer. But anyway, let's look at the knife. So it's this really cool, like, translucent greenish color, and it is definitely coming through more blue on the camera than it is in person. It is definitely a very cool kind of ocean teal color, and it is really cool looking. I wish that this was showing up more true to color, because it is a very cool greenish teal, with some blue too, definitely. I mean, I guess if it's teal, it has blue. But let's take a look here. Well centered, actually pretty much perfectly centered. Looking at the handles now, I like FRN, and from what I've had of it, I like FRCP also. I really like that they can get this bi-directional texturing and different molded textures also. Another thing you'll notice about this, as compared to the other Manix lightweights I've had, at least that as I can recall, as I don't have another one in my collection right now, is it's really see-through. You can kind of see like the ribs of the handle through there. So let's open it up. Very smooth, very smooth. Not quite drop closed, but enough that you can swing it closed. Very smooth there, and feels good in the hand. I've always, to be honest with you, been a little bit on the edge of whether the Manix is big enough for my hand. I really like the ergonomics. I just wish that this right here went the whole way to the end of the handle instead of having this rounded area, but and then the sharp butt there. But definitely in the finger choil grip, it feels good. And honestly, I think it feels good there too. So it has this cage ball bearing lock, which is a really good lock in my opinion for, reliability, because it uses that coil type spring instead of the Omega spring that Axis and Axis style locks use, which I think is more prone to breaking. Let's see if it has any blade play here. So so when unlocked, none at all. I mean, really, really none. Very, very solid. And locked, no forward and back or side to side. Oh, that is a very sharp feeling edge. Spyderco tends to send knives out with nice sharp edges, but that feels more smooth than normal, I guess I would say. It just feels like a very, very fine edge. Close it here, and because I did have some edge damage on a Shaman, which is more common on a back lock than on this cage ball bearing lock, I wanted to feel for that, but no, not at all. And yeah, very cool knife. I love the leaf-shaped blade. I think that it is about the most utilitarian blade shape, and the Manix has a really, really great version of that. Manix also has this nice big spider hole that makes it easy to open. The wire clip, which I really love the wire clip. Now you could, switch it out with a deep carry wire clip, but I don't really think it's necessary. It has a really big lanyard hole, as you can see. I don't use lanyards that often, but if you do, that's an option. It is pinned, which some people don't like. I do like, actually. I carry traditional knives pretty much every day that are pinned, and this is actually, I'll correct myself, it is not pinned, it is riveted. Like the stainless Spydercos are pinned or peened. This is riveted except for the pivot. So you can adjust the pivot if you need to, but these are all, riveted. So I really shouldn't, it shouldn't need adjusted often, if at all. And to be honest, I wouldn't mind if they riveted the pivot also. But again, cool knife. This is one that I really want to give the chance to use. Like I say, it's kind of right on the edge for me. But to be honest, you use a knife in this type of grip more anyway. So I want to give this one some time in my pocket, put it to use. And like I said, I'm not a big steel person, so I don't care too much about the steel, but I know that, people who do care about the steel have expressed that this is a good deal, and the normal price for this without the $5 discount was $126 and had free shipping and everything. So it seems like people consider it to be a good deal with that steel for the price. And especially because I don't consider the FRCP or molded plastic handles, when done well, like these are, I mean, you can see people complain about flex in a handle. This doesn't really have any flex. No more than a linerless G10 knife, in my opinion. I don't consider it to be a downside. So for me, that's great. If you can get a knife with a good steel, which is what really makes a difference, and get it for a good price because it's this lightweight handle, that's great for me. So yeah, I think it's really cool. I'm excited that it finally came out. I was excited to see what it was because, like I said, I didn't really know anything about it. I just, knew that he was having a dealer exclusive made in the future, and that he was really, really excited about it. So it's cool to see what it is as it came to fruition, and I'm glad that it was a hit. It seems to have been popular. With that said, I think that it is still available. So if this is something you would like to get, definitely check out theknifejoker.com, as I do think as of recording this, it is still available, which is actually a week and 1 day after its release. So definitely pick one up if you like good steel, if you like or don't mind this FRCP, and if you like the Manix model in general. So this is the Knife Joker dealer exclusive Mystic Manix, and cool knife that I'm happy to have gotten. So if you've enjoyed this video, definitely give it the thumbs up. Also, I always appreciate when people subscribe to the channel, and if you'd like to get notifications when I post new videos, you can click the bell. Also, check out my social media. I'm on Instagram and Facebook mostly at Knife Thoughts, and my website, knifethoughts.com, where I post articles on knives and knife-related topics. And last but not least, as always, don't forget to go out and do good.